Hello guys, good afternoon. It's your girl again. As you guys already know, my name is Shola Peters and you're welcome to my channel. Okay guys, I was opportune to speak on the platform I think a month ago on a topic called simplify your life. I thought about it. I said if it was a blessing to other people, why not on my own channel? So the reason why I'm bringing the topic right here for us to at least be blessed. So if you would love to hear what I have to say, please keep watching. Thank you. Alright, welcome back. Okay, so the topic right here is simplify your life. I talked about this and then I gave two points that I said it should be at the back of our mind if we really have to live simple. It's a very good thing to live simple, guys. It's a very, very good thing. It's not good to always do over what we can afford. It's not good to always do, you know how we say this thing going on in a trend, like, they do past yourself. It's always good to stay in your own, capacity. And that's where this comes from. And Jesus is actually a very good example. Jesus, we all know he lived simply. And like I said, the 2 points I mentioned was identifying what's most important to you, and secondly, eliminating as much of everything else as possible. Guys, I define simplifying your life as cutting out almost completely your wants and focusing on your essential needs. We already know we do a whole lot of things that are not so necessary or that we don't really need, and this is a time for us to learn to cut them out. We have to declutter, especially for women. We have to learn to declutter. We have to learn to, not to put things that we don't really need. We need to learn to save money, guys. So for us to be able to do that, I mentioned that it is good to break our addictions. We all know we have one or two addictions, more than two things that we love to do that are not so important, things that we can do without, that are not actually adding quality stuff to our life. So we should learn to do away with them. So I mentioned also saying we should learn to break our additions. So learn to break your addictions. It might not be easy, but once you started, it's something really good. One of the greatest examples, like I mentioned, we have is Jesus Christ, is in the Bible, who lived really simple and commanded also his disciples to do the same. And there we have God's disciples might be 12, but we are also Jesus' disciples. So we should learn to live simple. And that's where we went back to the book of Luke 9 verse 3. And I'll go back to my point where I mentioned wants and needs. Needs, I will explain what that means in my own way. I put it down. I said needs are something that you must have in order to live. On the contrary, wants are something that you wish to have so as to add comfort to your life. Need represents necessity, while wants indicates desires. I hope you guys get it right. So, like I said, simple living is different for everybody. What is simple to you might not be simple to me. What is simple to Mr. A might definitely not be simple to Mr. B. So we should know ourselves to be able to recognize our own way of living simply. And in general, I said, a simplified life means that you are getting rid of any extra mental and physical clutter, so that you can have more time for the things that actually matter to you. So we need to be able to recognize the things of our life that are matters, the things that actually matters to our life. In this way, I put down 3 stuff that really matters to me personally. And I said, number 1 is faith. That's where God comes from. Faith is God and God is faith. I said number 2 is health. Of course, everybody needs to live healthy. We all need a healthy life. Without a healthy life, we can't really function properly. And then number 3, I said family. I mean, family, like they say, is everything. Once you have your family, I mean, you are blessed, you have almost everything. So I put it like that. I said faith, health, and family. The list can go on and on, depending on individual. Like I said, we are totally different. There you have education. We already know education is fundamental, guys. And we have friends, we have happiness, security, hope, joy. You know, you can take this to go up until unlimited. But we need to learn to be contented. And that's where this simplifying life comes in. If you simplify your life, of course, the list of things that are most important in your life will be limited. It will not keep going on and on. The reason why I chose 3, to me, I said faith, and that is God. God is most important. Without God, you cannot do anything. Of course, you need a healthy life. That's why I choose health as number 2, to be able to function very well. And their family, like we said, family is everything. Okay, so I want to use Jesus as an example. Jesus called us to be intentionally regarding how we spend our time, energy, and resources. In John chapter 10, verse 10, Jesus said, I came that they may have life and have it abundantly. It's not about money, meetings, the emails, the desires, the stuff that you need to get done. No, God is not talking about that. Jesus was not referring to all that. Jesus is referring to our time, energy, our talent towards our resources, towards the work of God. You know, whatever you do to God. So that's exactly what God was talking about. So he has said, by living simply, more simply, we are better to live abundantly in the spirit. In order for this to happen, we need to do these things, guys. I put them down in my notes. In order for us to live simple, we need to do this thing. One, let some stuff go. We need to learn to let things go, like stop piling up unnecessary stuff. We need to be able to be at the face of our lives that when we do nothing, we will be comfortable, we will feel good. You know, I quote down that do nothing, yes, feel good. So we need to be satisfied. We need to let some stuff go, to learn to do that. Number 2, I said we need to stop saying yes to everything, guys. Not that everything people ask or anytime we have to just say yes to everything. We need to learn to quit trying to be perfect. We are not made to be perfect. We're not born perfect. So number 3, I said we should take a spiritual gift assessment. And number 4, I said pare down on TV, social media, and technology use. We already know how we are so much stuck with our TV, social media, and devices. A lot of people will even say, I'm not a social media person, but deep down in you, you know how you will be stuck on your computer devices, doing a whole lot of searching and researching, and I mean trying to, you know, it's good to get better in one field, but doing too excess is way too much, and that can be cut off. You know, we need to cut down, pare down on using our TV, staying on the device. A lot of people sell their markets on the online. It's fine, but now staying online till forever, that's where I say we need to take caution. And we need to also make time for prayer. We need to make time for the Bible, scripture, and of course going to church. When you go to church, you learn more. I mean, you can't be your own teacher. Sometimes we need to learn from others. So the reason why we need to go to church and also to worship, to fulfill what God has asked us to do. And we need to make time a lot for prayer. You can't fail when you pray. Once you pray, you're definitely going to pass. So it's good to always pray. And I have a lot of things that I put down, but I wouldn't want this video to be excessive long. I'm trying to cut down a lot of things. But I have there, I said, once you fail to live simple, some stuff happen. So what happens when you don't live a simple life? You end up being in debt. Maybe some people are just, you see a lot of discount stuff. What is it called? Sales. When they say they have sales, oh, July 4 is coming, September 9 is coming. What is this? Is it September 9? September sales, the Labor Day sales, this day sales, that day sales, a lot of things happening. and then you are buying stuff, you go to the mall shopping, you do a whole lot of things, that are not so necessary. People, of course, end up being in debt and unhappy. And once you are in debt, debt actually births depression, and depression also births suicide. So we need to take caution when necessary before we go deep down into what we cannot control, or probably what our body, our soul cannot contain. So we need to take precaution, please guys. It is so very important. And when you live simply, we also have a lot of things that happen to us. Once you learn to live simple, you have less cluttered. Your place is well and properly arranged and organized. You're going to enjoy your space, because once you live simple, you will enjoy everything. You will enjoy your space. You will have room for everything. There will be no clutter. You almost everything will be decluttered, because you are not buying more than necessary. And then you have less stress, guys. Today is shopping day, this is that. You have less stress. You enjoy your time, you enjoy yourself, you have peace of mind. And also that lowers your blood pressure, it regulates your health, it makes you live healthy. If you are living simple, guys, you will live healthy, trust me. And then you have a better sleep. Let's say your room is not just, some people, when you go to their bedroom, I'm not shading anybody, I'm actually not the type that go to people's house like that, so it's not like I'm calling out to anyone. I'm just saying this to all of us in general. When you go to some people's room, you will not even have space. My mother used to say she can't even afford anything underneath her bed because she won't be able to sleep really good. That's my mom. And growing up, we've learned to always, you don't need this thing, let it go. You know what I mean? So your space will be so good and well organized, like I mentioned, and then you'll be able to sleep really good. So I would say it makes you sleep so well, and also less chance of heart attack. Once you are living simple, you are not in debt, you are not depressed, you are so happy. Of course, your health will be okay and perfect, at least almost perfect. And also you have more joy, guys, more happiness. You have time to take care of yourself, self-care, and then you have freedom, massively, unlimited. You have happiness, joy, and you will be free. Your place will be so free of, a lot of stuff that are not necessary. And then I put it down, I say, we should learn to do things in our limits. I say, the trend that says, no, they do pass yourself. And then I said, we should learn to appreciate everything that we have. Some people will be like, oh, I don't have anything. We all have something. You might think you don't have money. Trust me, you do have money. You might not just have that much money. But if you are contented, you still have money. And then we have a good health. We have food. We have shelter. We have friends. I remember when my pastor was preaching about what we have. She was mentioning names until like 100. You could go to like thousands of, all the stuff that you have to be thankful for. We have a lot of things. Look at the good nature. When it's summer, winter, it will be raining. God gave us almost everything. Like I would say everything. Some people are so good in solving problems. That's a good skill. You have something. Some people are so good at showing love, caring for others. You have something. There is no way you don't have nothing. We all have something that we are good at. Appreciate God for everything. Practice self-care, like I say. Take good care of yourself. Believe in yourself. Trust me, that is the key. Believe in yourself and know that no condition is ever permanent. If you want to go somewhere, if you want to be somewhere, if you want to become somebody, you can be anything you want. Just take it slow, like a step at a time, and then it's gonna happen. Like I said, get inspired, guys. Read books. I used to be a book lover. I used to read books a lot, but these days I've tried, I don't know, devices have turned me down to. But when I got this topic, I started to go to the library and pick up, not that the books that I need to pass, no, books that I would just get to read and just put something up there. It's good to read books, guys. Good books, I would say. Help others. Learn to be helpful to others. Let us not be self-centered. Learn to be helpful for others. You will enjoy it. The reward is so good. And do fun activities. You don't have to be rich to do a lot of good stuff. You don't have to be like, hey, I need a whole so. No. Fun activities, you can do anything to have fun. You can just go to the park around you and have good time. You can take a walk, whatever you think is fun to you. You can go out with the kids. You can do just a little bit of things that will make your system, your body feel good. So do fun activities. It could be exercising that you don't even have to spend anything. And then be positive. I will repeat that. Be positive. Guys, learn to always say good things to yourself. Like, it is well with my body, soul, and spirit. I am rich. I remember growing up, when we asked my dad something and he doesn't have it, my dad would be like, oh, it took me a long time, it took me a while to understand that he wasn't ready at that time, that he didn't have it. That was what it actually meant. It wouldn't say he didn't have it. So learn to say good stuff to yourself. Be positive. Like, I am made. It is well with me. I am wonderfully and fearfully made. All those beautifully made, all those good stuff. Say it to yourself. Then associate yourself with good and great-minded people. Guys, it is not a sin that you realize that your circle is nothing that you are worthy of. Leave that circle politely. Join the group of people that that have great mind. Associate yourself with great-minded people. People that you can always learn from. People that they can learn from you. Don't be stuck in a circle that is not productivity. It is not, it is not good for our soul. So let's learn to be associating ourselves with great-minded people. Set realistic goals, guys. We need it daily, weekly, of course monthly, probably yearly. Set up goals of what you want to do, what you need to become, and try to work towards achieving it. Okay, it's good to have a budget. Budget is not just about money, it could be what you want to do as well. So set up a budget, guys. And we should learn. This is also talking to me. Like I said, I'm learning as I'm speaking. So we should learn to save. It is very, very important to save. And we should be staying active and also learn to meditate, guys. Once it's time for you to sleep, before you finally sleep, after quiet time, learn to think about what you have done in the day, what you have to do in the next day, in the future. Meditation is very, very good. Learn to meditate. And also keep a journal, guys. There's nothing I do. I have a whole lot of journal. I have something that I'm planning as I'm speaking. Already, I have my journal ready. I have journal by color. I have journal by sizes, by shape. I put things down in my journals. It helps, guys. So get yourself a journal. And I would say, learn to prioritize. We have a lot of things to do, but put them in priority. Know which one that has to come first, what has to follow, and what has to go last. Learn to prioritize. It is very, very important. And let me go back to the points and see if I've mentioned a whole lot, or probably almost everything. I said here, have a plan, guys. Start your money in a peaceful way. Simplify your wardrobe. Ladies, simplify your wardrobes. Do as much as you can the night before. Every mother, this is very important. It makes your day really smooth. Do as much as it's possible the night before. If you need to pray, please pray. Develop a laundry system that works for you. Like I said, we are all different. So cook ahead of time. And guys, make meal prep. All these points are so very important, and they will help us to live a simple life. I pray that the Lord will continue to guide and help us all through this. Thank you for listening, and I pray God will help us. I appreciate you guys. If you're not a member of this family, please go ahead and subscribe. Subscribe, like, share, and comment in the section below. I will see you guys by God's grace in my next one. Bye.